everybody. It's Dirty Thursday, brought to you by River Cities Speedway. Yeah. Man, if we got a studio full today. Yeah, living like outlaws, works with the World of Outlaws, the one, the only Wes Irwin in the studio with us today. Oh, yeah. And the guy to my right, there we go. There he is, drives a 13 JT Buffalo Wild Wings sprint car. Mark Dobmeier in the studio. We got to give him some round of applause. And to my left, you've probably heard me at River Cities Speedway. I give her a shout out all the time. Camber, Big Herm in the house too. I want to give a shout out to Northwest Tires for bringing you this Dirty Thursday today too. You know, for tires, work on your vehicle and more, visit Northwest Tire. They're on Gateway Drive, North Dakota's largest tire dealer. Family owned for over 40 years. From big to small, Northwest Tire, they do it all. You can find all the big name brands, Toyo, Nokian, Bridgestone, Firestone, and more. Call 701-780-8473 to schedule your next appointment, all right? Northwest Tire on Gateway Drive in Grand Forks, helping you get the perfect tires for whatever you drive. And Chad, the other half of the Bullring Boys, not here today, so we can do jokes my neighbor tells me about him in a minute here. By the way, if you have any questions or comments, myself, Mark, Wes, Big Herm, call us up or text us. 701-213-0863 is our number. All right, here we go. Jokes my neighbor tells me, and we're gonna point this one towards Chad. You know, when three people have sex, it's called a threesome. When two people have sex, it's called a twosome. Well, now I understand, Chad, why they call you handsome. Here, we'll throw that one in there, too. I hope he's watching. Thank you. Before we get rolling here, let's go through some track schedules. Of course, tomorrow night, River Cities Speedway. The World of Outlaws Sprint cars are back. The Wissota late models will also be there tomorrow night. Saturday, Devil's Lake Pure Stocks, Wissota Street Stocks, Midwest Mods, late models, trophy class. Saturday, Greenbush, Rick Johnson Street Special with the mods and Midwest Mods. And Sunday at Buffalo River, it's the 2023 season championship. So there we go. All righty then. We're going to start across the table from me, Wes Irwin. Back, you're kind of like you're kind of like my go-to guy now when the World of Outlaws are here, and I actually brought it up to you the other day. I think you should just be our co-host whenever the Outlaws are here. I don't know if you're good with that.
That would be awesome. I would do that. You know, I'd do that in a heartbeat, man.
Yeah, it's good to have you guys.
I like being back on with Mark too. That's badass.
Well, when we had you guys in here last time, it was only for a couple of minutes because we had I don't remember, it was a studio full of people, but I know you were only in here for a couple of minutes. I can't remember how much we got to talk, but and you brought Chewy with you too. We better give him a round of applause.
But how special is it to have Big Herm on with us?
I know, and you know, Big Herm's mom had texted me and saying she was coming with, and I said, boo, she might have to sit on Wes's lap because we're going to have a studio full. I wasn't sure Chad was going to be here or not, and you know what she said to me? She'd probably rather sit on Mark's lap than his, but
hey,
we better do that. There we go. But no, I tell you what, you guys, you rolled into town Sunday night. You guys, when you go from town to town, you've been doing this for long enough, you almost know what you're going to be doing the entire time you're there because, you know, you think about this, with life on the road, I mean, you've got to worry about repairs, upkeep on your vehicles. Also got to worry about the things like laundry, haircuts, eating, all of this and that. You guys almost know what you're doing before you roll into town, don't you?
Yeah, you know, after 6 years, I got pretty good at that. And, you know, the best thing about it is you make a lot of friends out here that become family. And they take good care of you. So we're always hooked up when we roll into Grand Forks. There's no doubt about that's why we get here on Sunday.
Sure.
I'm not stopping anywhere else. I'm coming right to this town.
Yep.
I wouldn't come up here when it's snowing, but I definitely like being here in August. We get a little more time here than we do when we're back here, June or 2 months ago. Yeah, we're only here for like 2 days, really. But we get a lot of time, and, you know, you got to start your day at Darcy's Cafe.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
Get breakfast. I got a haircut thanks to, you know, we always got to go down to Pete and Amanda's. Great barbershop, so a shout out to them. Although Pete didn't cut my hair or Amanda, they always have good barbers in there, so we're all tuned up. And you're right, this is a very important stop for us because we head out west after Fargo on Saturday night. So you're talking about 2.5 days to drive out to Washington State. So you're putting in all your time on your logbook, and you're pretty much stopping, and you're pretty much wore out. You don't know where you're stopping. You just got a couple places you look forward to pulling into, and hopefully you have a spot there.
Hopefully you make it there.
Yeah. So, coming to Grand Forks and having friends here take care of you, like we can get all our supplies, we can get all our laundry done, because I guarantee you we won't do laundry again until we hit Chico, California. So, we're going to go about 2.5 weeks without laundry, because when we're up in Burlington, we might be able to do laundry, but now that that's a 3-day race up there at Skagit, we pretty much just pull in when it's time to go racing, and there's no time to go running around anymore. But so we probably won't get a lot of stuff done until we hit Chico. So Grand Forks is a very, very important stop for us on the tour every year. So you get all your stuff done. I don't want to wear my underwear 5 days in a row. So
I was going to say, how many pairs of underwear do you bring with you?
Well, I got a lot. I'm a shopper. I'm a shopper. I got to tell you, Linda's always on me about all my shoes. I have more shoes probably than her. I'm just a shopper. So that'll work. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's and I hate to interrupt you, but let's do this here. If we can get this to work. We're getting kind of thirsty here.
Yeah. Chewy and I forgot the Bloody Marys this time around. Last time when we brought Bloody Marys, and I know Big Herm wanted one, so I feel bad I didn't bring any.
No.
What do you want? Orange juice?
No.
Milk.
I hate orange juice.
You hate orange juice?
Yeah.
How about apple juice?
Didn't you just have a cupcake over here?
I didn't eat mine yet.
Oh, that'd go good with milk, I think.
Oh, what in the world? Okay. Talk.
All right.
I'm trying to make a phone call here.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. 701.
So, Mark, are you pretty excited about this weekend?
Oh, this is the
This is a
weekend.
good- this is a
Whatever.
good one, huh?
I look forward to this outlaw race in Grand Forks more than any other race.
You know what's crazy? John was telling me, I don't know, the last 2 guests, I guess it is, or 3, have won after they've been on the show. That's a pretty good stat, man. Well, how would that
There's
be?
definitely a possibility.
Yeah, there's always a possibility with you,
everything
man.
in line and
Yeah.
a little luck on our side, and we can definitely do it. Hopefully, we keep that streak going.
Yeah, you know your way around this place.
Oh yeah.
But the phone number she gave me is not working, so we're going to keep trying this. But we're getting thirsty. We're going to see if we can make a call to our favorite place across the hallway here and have them deliver us a couple, if they would. But the number she gave me, it won't go through. I wanted to ask you, and we'll keep trying this. We all know you, with the hair, the shoes. In fact, I saw you guys for the first time this week. When I saw you, I was a couple blocks away, and all I saw were the shoes walking into the Broken Drum, and I knew it was you guys. The tattoos, are they all significant? Do they all have a big part of your life, or is it just something you thought fit you right?
Yeah, I mean, they kind of all mean something. I mean, they're old as can be, dude. I'm telling you, I got these a long, long time ago. I'm surprised these still look as good as they do. So I pretty much got a sleeve before sleeves were a thing.
Sure.
And I just always been a little on the edgier side, and that kind of comes with my personality a little bit. When I raced jet skis, I kind of got into this deal. And I just I like to stand out in the crowd. That way you find me if you need me.
That's true. You do stand out just a little bit here. All right, we're going to see if we can get through here. Who's thirsty?
Oh, I'm definitely thirsty. It's a little warm, and the lights are
The
warmer
bush latte, okay? If we can get them.
Whatever you're drinking. How about you, Big Herm? Bush latte?
No.
Okay. Chewy?
Oh, yeah, you don't drink. Okay, now they're not going to answer the phone on me. Hey, who's this? Hi, Scott. This is John over at GFBS. How are you today? Good. Think we could sneak an order in? Three bush lights?
I'll take a 2. I can
Okay.
go back to work.
All right. Thanks, man. Oh, and a Mountain Dew? Oh, I think he already hung up. We have pop right down there, too, if you guys want.
All right, yeah, let's do one of them. We're good.
It was something we just wanted to do, so. All right, now we'll get back to business here. He'll be coming in. We might have to unlock the door for you. Okay, now.
Sweet deliveries. I like it.
So when we talk about life on the road, I know you were having truck troubles. With your compressor.
Which time?
Or your generator, yeah. But I mean, we're going to give a bunch of shout outs here. I know Konzi at Gateway Sports. I know he takes care of your scooters and stuff when you get here and
Yeah,
have problems. But now I know you had some truck problems. You had to go and get that fixed. But what happens if you break down, say, like from here on the way to Skagit or something, and you're in the middle of freaking nowhere?
Well, I tell you, you hope that doesn't happen. It has happened last year. I had a real wheel seal blowout coming down a mountain in Montana. So we did get in that situation. It got a little worse because it blew out an airbag too. So I sat for an extra day, which put me in a really time crunch heading to Skagit. So yeah, I mean, the troubles I had this week weren't that bad. It's just something I wanted to get taken care of. It's can I say it's shit that happens?
Sure.
It's shit that happens.
Yeah.
And when you put the miles in you do on these things are going to break. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's old or new. I tell that to everybody. But yeah, my generator was acting a little goofy, and here it was just a loose wire, and that's all from vibration going down the road. It was making the fuel pump do something stupid. But the guys down here at Cummins down the street hooked me right on up.
Nice.
I was in and out. I pulled that thing down there. Then it's just a coincidence, but I had a trailer leg stop working on my trailer, and but we went to the Butler. We went back to Butler. They did some tests on it, and here the motor shot. Well, there's a problem there because we can't get the motor until we get to Skagit, but we'll get it. We'll get it put on. So,
all right, look at that. Hey, Broken Drum delivered. Rumors Sports Bar and Casino delivered.
I bet they all would deliver to us, wouldn't they?
Maybe. Here we go.
All right. Thank you.
Oh, better pass one on to Chewy.
Yeah, Chewy.
Did you want that? Was that him? Oh, that was Mark. Okay.
You want that? She wanted this.
We got there's Sprite, Dr. Pepper, all that kind of stuff in there too. Okay, now if you look at your shirt, may contain wings and beer. True story. We all know that. That's what you're kind of known for. Of course, you made the stop last night, like you do every week.
Oh, yeah.
Parrots K, right?
Yeah. Anytime we're in town, Paris K happens on Wednesday, thanks to Keith and Ann, and that's a tradition now. That's kind of some of the fun things about out here. Some things become traditions. Some things you do once and you said, okay, I did it. I don't need to do it again. Like I don't need to go to certain places because I did it a few times. But
Sure.
Some things you got to do. And Parrots K, it's like, but everybody's like, man, you got to try the other food there. I'm like, I can't get past the damn wings. How am I going to try anything else? You know what I mean?
You find a place and you get your favorite food and you
it's
kind of
just-
stick with it.
Well, and the wing count and all that stuff I'm doing now kind of became a thing. And I really do like wings, and I'm very fortunate that I can go across the country and try people's different wings
Heck yeah.
when they claim to have the best. And,
Yeah.
I got to try them, and I consider myself kind of a connoisseur of them
Sure.
now. I'm starting to break it down a little more, but and it's like I post about the restaurants that I like. I've been to places, everybody's like, well, what if you don't like them? And I've been to places I don't like. I just don't post about them.
Sure.
I don't feel we need to like drag people down or anything like that. But yeah, I may contain wings or beer. But it's just fun doing it. We're out here. We're allowed to. We have access to all this.
Sure.
Why not? But wings became a good thing. And Parrots K, man, those guys have been on my top 5 list for a long time. They rock.
They do a good job.
Yeah, those are good. I don't know what it is. I think it's because they're super saucy or something. I don't know. But they taste good and they're done well. But and everybody's like, well, try the lavash. I don't even know what a lavash is. It
Oh,
sounds
lavash
like
is good.
Laundry
Yeah.
detergent.
Yeah.
Sounds like a name of a laundry
Like something
detergent.
you get on the bottom of your feet.
Yeah, I have a lavash on my foot.
It's kind of like pizza, but on cracker bread.
Well, and every place has a thing.
Sure.
We're down around Houston. It's, when I'm hanging out with Doug and Justin Clark, you got to have chislets.
Chislet, yep.
Oh, yeah.
That's the big thing. Now.
Yeah, I mean, and man, Justin he's into them things, and they're good. But there's these different foods all across the country, so they're again fortunate enough to try all this stuff.
We got a lot for you too, by the way. Just hold on here.
no worries. We got
Scotty
time.
Iverson, good morning, guys. Come out with a new sandwich tomorrow, located in the kitchen. Good morning, Nick Curtis. Good morning, John Biergard. Welcome back to the great Mark Dobmeier Racing. Good morning, my little sweetheart from Al. Good morning, all.
Must be for you.
Jeff Lieberg, happy anniversary to Amanda and Sean Enright. Poor Chad Hoff, John Biergard. Al's watching. Eric Rice, World of Outlaws, Red River Valley Speedway. Saturday, I definitely enjoy when, boy, we got a lot of shit here. Josh Johnson, definitely enjoy when you record your travels through the mountains of Montana West.
I'll do that for you again.
All right.
Yeah, we'll
Hello
do that.
from Cromwell, Ontario, Canada. Wow, how about that? Michelle Schaefer. Hey, I know Michelle. Camber. Paul Erickson, hey, Wes and Chewy. Hope you like the cups that Kaylee had me make for you guys last time you were here. Josh.
Oh, they're badass. We put a lot of cocktails in them things, trust me.
Good. We're still be a roof over the River City Speedway grandstand if Mark pulls off the win on Friday night. Ooh, boy.
If we ever could pull that off, I'm pretty sure that grandstands would finally give way and come down.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome, man.
Gotcha. And we're going to talk about that, too. Next time, get Chaz on the show.
Who?
Chaz. I don't
Who's
know.
she?
I don't know if it's a him or a he or a
Oh,
she.
Chaz.
Chaz, C-H-A-Z.
Oh, I think I know who they're
Okay.
talking about.
Jeff Liebrick, get a 30-pack, John. Jeez. Good luck, Mark. Jackie, Charlie would definitely deliver to you guys. Charlie's. Howdy, guys. He said your name, Camber. That's Michelle Shaper. Paul Coyle, hello. Wes and Mark, good luck this weekend, Mark. When you get to how we get her on the show, Big Herb, with your Living Like Outlaws and all the things you do with kids, I mean, you're like a kid magnet. And is this how, I mean, you get to have fun with every aspect of life, whether they're young or old, and all of a sudden we have Big Herm in the house.
Yeah. Well, you know, again, the youth program's kind of taken off for me. It's really cool. We've added 2 more kids. Had to say no to a lot, unfortunately, and I don't like doing that. It breaks my heart, but I can only have so many because what we're trying to do there is I go over it quite often with other people, but in a nutshell, I'm fortunate to be working for the World of Outlaws, so I have this bigger stage to do my Living Like Outlaws from, and it gets me a lot of people because I do work for them. And why not share the stage?
Sure.
So, I mean, that's what that's all about. So these kids can promote themselves, get more followers on their social media, perhaps sell more of their apparel, and some of them got sponsors and from followers of mine that had businesses. So a lot of cool things are happening, and. And Camber here, you know, she's the sister of Kenna, and Kenna's one of
back there.
She's sitting behind me here. She's on my youth program, so I think we have 16 kids now. It's crazy.
Wow. Yeah.
But the kids are great, you know, because I can give them back too. You
Sure.
know what I mean? I see them for the weekend. You know what I mean? And they can go home.
It's just like having grandkids.
You know,
Kind of nice.
I love kids. I don't, you know, I don't have any young kids that I know of. But I had to throw that in there. But I'm just kidding. I don't have any kids. But anyway, it's just fun. And I find that these, especially the young ladies that I'm sponsoring, they're go-getters, man. Like, and I hope the boys take a little, like, take some off of that. But these girls that I sponsor, they're definitely go-getters. Kenna back here, I remember I could barely get her to say hi to me, much less even stare me in the eyes. And now she's a rock star on there. Every time she does her videos, she's acting like she's been doing it for years. And, you know, so it helps them get out of their shell a little bit too.
Yeah.
And I think that's cool.
Actually, somebody says, howdy, one of Wes's kids is watching from Wisconsin.
Oh, nice.
Michelle Schaefer, show us Kenna. That girl rocks. She's a rock star too. There she is. I had her on before and she was making faces. There. Oh no, that's Camber. Kenna's back there. Come up here for a second. Oh, just come on. And Jackie Dobmeier, Mark's boys and mother-in-law are watching too. Get right down, right in front of her so you can at least wave. Down a little lower, there we go. Michelle, are you happy now? And you know, the thing is, I don't know if you guys knew this, but Michelle's brother is my next door neighbor. Nathan, great guy. Okay. All right.
There's a lot of kids in Grand Forks.
Oh yeah. And a lot of race freaking kids in Grand
I know,
Forks.
that's cool. That was really cool. But now I know what you guys do when it snows. I know what
practice.
I know what's going on up here in the wintertime.
You practice.
Gotta stay warm. You gotta stay warm. It's cold.
You guys are starting goddamn softball teams up here.
Yeah, we have teams up here. That between the cold weathers and the Catholics, I tell you what. Speaking of that, guy behind you is in love now too. Huh? Yeah. He's looking up like, okay, I want to talk, Mark here. Now I got a couple of things here, and these are old. I don't know, so maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong. Over 140 wins at River Cities Speedway.
I honestly, I don't count.
Okay, first, the most winningest. Second winningest driver of all time at Huset's with 67 wins. You've won 14 times at Knoxville. You've won at 23 different racetracks. 6-time Huset's champ, 5-time River City Speedway champ, 2-time NOSA champ, 165 NOSA wins, 259 total wins, and a 3-time World of Outlaw winner. And these might be old numbers, but you know what? That's not too shabby.
No, it's
Thank
not
you.
shabby at all.
And not to mention, you were off a little bit in that period of time, but boy, you know, when you look at that, a lot of people go, holy smokes, I never realized it. And a lot of people, I think, and don't get this wrong, but I think a lot of people think, well, you're still Mark Dobmeier in your 20s. But Mark Dobmeier is a little older than that now. And
I just act like I'm in my 20s. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that, brother.
no, and but what a career, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's you know, time flies when you're having fun is the moral of the story. And like, I don't like, even when you ask me, I don't keep track of the wins. I just kind of I race for the day, for the win that night. You know, and you're going through life, and we're always busy, and it's just time just flies by. And I'm finally now starting to realize that, hey, I've been doing it for a while, and I'm starting to see these numbers. It's like, holy smokes.
Yeah,
you know?
and you know,
when you're in the heat of the moment, you honestly don't, like, you're just going for the next race, and you're going, and it's like literally the last 10 years of just flowing right by.
Sure. You know, and I would imagine some of these guys you're racing against now were probably just little kids when you first started because, well, when you first started, let's face it, you weren't much more bigger than a little kid either.
No, I started about 16, 17. I filled in a couple times, and when I was 18, and 1999 was my first full-time year. And it's, I still feel like when I'm out there, I still feel like I'm the new kid out there or whatever. But then
That's good,
you sit there and you think about it, you're like, holy crap, yeah, I've been doing this for a while, you know. And we were just talking about it last night, actually, and I think I'm probably the second or third oldest guy out at the racetrack. There's not too many guys that
Isn't
are
that
even
crazy?
Well, you know what's crazy about that? Me looking, I mean, I love Mark to death. And we've been friends for a while. Looking from the outside in, I don't look at him as an old driver.
No,
you
none
know what I
of
mean?
us
You just
do.
don't look at the guy like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, think about how long ago it was already when you stole that trophy from me. That was, how long ago was that?
Yeah, that was a few years ago.
Yeah, that's when I
The
first
big dancing contest.
Yeah, that's when I first got to see the famous Dobmeier Moon, right downtown Grand Forks. Tommy Eglin says, "I know who's oldest."
His name came up when we were talking about it.
Yeah. Your sister says, "You got this, little brother." That's good stuff. Paul, can we get a couple pictures up here quick? I should have did this while you were standing up because we got to get Big Herm here in a little bit.
Yeah.
Let's see what these
Got some
pictures show.
questions.
Because I know she wants to be on camera more. No.
Big Herm's quite the go-kart racer.
I know, and we're gonna take a look. How long have you been racing go-karts?
I think 5 or 6 years.
That long already? Holy smokes. Are you any good?
Right?
Yeah, pretty good. How many races did you win this year?
None yet.
None yet? And you still got one big weekend coming up, or do you have more than that?
One big weekend.
Okay.
They're coming for her. Think about that. She's been racing 5 or 6 years. She don't look like she's
Yeah,
bought,
would
you
you
know what I mean?
start when you were like 2? No? How old were you when you first started?
I don't know. 5.
Okay.
Yep, and she's even moved up. She's in the wing class now, so she's
Oh,
driving.
you're running a wing cart?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't
she's-
know that.
She's wheeling one of the big sprint cars now.
Wow. Do you want to race sprint cars when you're older?
Yeah.
You do? Ooh. Does she too?
Yeah.
Well, you know she
I
does.
knew that.
Oh, yeah.
I just knew that. Okay, there we go. We got her back on. You don't like looking at yourself, do you?
There we go. See?
No.
Okay.
Hot rod. I like it.
Okay, I see it says broken. Is there something that it says underneath broken?
Broken drum.
Ah, there we go. All right, what else we got here? There's another one. Oh, there she is in action. How did you pick number 15?
Because of Kenna.
Oh, okay. And why'd she pick 15? Do you know?
No.
She like Donnie Schatz? Okay, all right. And I think we got one more. There we go. Get a little Wes action in there too. How about that?
Oh yeah, she'll be she hops in the trailer with us when we're here. So I look forward to her helping Anastasia and I out this week and weekend.
Awesome.
Yep.
All right. I tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to take just a quick little break here. Got to talk about some of the sponsors we have, like Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Life doesn't ever seem to slow down. Everything's got to be done yesterday. Oil changes, same thing. You can go sit at a dealership and wait for 3 hours to get your oil change, or you can swing into Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Again, I say this all the time. Last time I was there a couple weeks ago, in and out of there in 20 minutes. They filled my oil. They also topped off my fluids, checked my tires, battery, lights, wipers, my cabin air filter. And I told them I heard this on Grand Forks Best Source, and they knocked $10 off my oil change. You get discounts for fleets in the military. You can text and email invoices and coupons too. And again, mention Grand Forks Best Source. They'll knock $10 off your oil change. Check them out, 3325 South 38th Street. They are open, Monday through Saturday. No appointment needed. Or you can stop by or call 701-780-8462. Make sure you tell them Grand Forks Best Source sent you. Get that $10 off. And Intimidator Polish, if you've never heard of it, tell you what, give your toys a holler. The buff look without the buffer. Intimidator Polish. See the link on GrandForksBestSource.com. Back at a Dirty Thursday, brought to you by River Cities Speedway. And boy, we've got a studio full. Living Like Outlaws, Wes Irwin. We got Mark Dobmeier, the driver of the 13 JT Buffalo Wild Wing NOSA Sprint car, which, by the way, Grand Forks Best Source, we are going to be at Buffalo Wild Wings tomorrow from 11 to 1. And that's going to be a blast. I can't wait. Are you planning on being there tomorrow?
Absolutely. We'll be there. We'll have the whole truck and trailer and car and everything on display. And, you know, they have wings there too, Wes. So
Yeah,
maybe you want to swing by and try out some Buffalo Wild Wings.
No, I do. Trust me. I have some rules on my wing deal, so it's just. I like Buffalo Wild Wings, but they're a franchise.
You're not a franchise. You like to get the little mom and pa shops.
I'm trying to help the little ones out. So Hooters and Buffalo Wild Wings do not count towards my wing count. I repeat, they don't count.
Okay. But you'd still eat there once in a while?
No, they have great wings. They really do. Yeah, I like Buffalo Wild Wings, and I'm a supporter. But I'll try to find, the wings at a little dive bar. I mean, I'm all about that. We get to do that.
Yep. Are you into the strong, spicy?
I like them super hot, but if I get to a place like Parrots Cay, I did all the hot ones. I did the ones that make you cry and sweat pour out of your forehead. Now I just get like the 10s and the 12s because I want to enjoy them.
Sure.
Not that hot aren't enjoyable, but I just really want to enjoy them, and sometimes too hot is too hot.
Yeah. Are you into the spicy wings?
No. I'm a wimp when it comes to
I am too.
I am too. Up to like a mild, something like that, or honey barbecue, stuff
garlic
like that.
butter.
But you get too much spice. My wife, she can handle it. She can do all that stuff.
I can't.
I bet you, Camera, probably don't like wings, do you?
I do.
Oh, you do?
Do you like really hot wings?
No.
No. Do you ever go to Parrots Cay? Can she even go in there? I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a good Thai story for you on the hot wings.
All right.
So we're at the UND hockey game.
If it's Thai, this will be good.
Yeah, this is Ty Nato, my youngest guy, who came back to go-kart racing this year too. But
good.
It's about two winters ago anyway. We're sitting at the UND hockey game, and Steve Arnold, that runs the Snap-on tool truck, was there, and he's Ty's buddy. And randomly at the hockey game, he goes, Steve, let's go do the Blazing Challenge at Buffalo Wild Wings right after the game. And Steve's like, well, let's do it.
Your kid said that.
The kid said that just out of the blue. So then we go to Buffalo Wild Wings and order a whole table full of food and everything. We're all having a few beers and hanging out, and Ty we ordered just 6 blazing wings just so he could try it. Well, we had him sitting there, and Steve had one. It's definitely hot. So he had to slam a few beers, and the wings were kind of sitting there. No one was really paying attention. Well, Ty randomly went up and took a bite of a wing, and it was obviously way too spicy for him. So no one knew he did it. He was kind of sitting on the corner of the table, and all of a sudden he grabs Jackie's beer and starts chugging his beer.
That's awesome.
Like randomly, just grabs and starts chugging this beer.
He was on fire.
And everyone's like, what the heck? And then we realized he ate the wings. So then it was about 6 milks later, we finally got him calmed down.
I was going to say, knowing him, it's funny he didn't strip off all his clothes because it was so hot.
It was a classic. It was definitely a Thai moment.
Yeah, man,
awesome.
We got a lot of people watching. Terry Matichek, Checkers, and your goddaughter are watching. Michelle, your sister, he can't be old because I'm not old. Jason Berg, good morning, everyone. Hey, Jason from Buffalo River Speedway. Marie Stewart, my son woke up yesterday. First thing he says to me is, Dobmeier has more than 3 jobs, right? 2 by Simonson's and race car driver. Chuck Taylor Jr. watching us from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. I don't know if we've ever had anybody watching us from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma.
It's home of Shane Stewart, I think.
Yep. A lot of good drivers come from that area.
You got Brady Bacon down that way.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
They produce good race car drivers out of that area.
Yeah. Mark, we've had this conversation before, and it maybe has even been said on Dirty Thursday here, but we talk about the 3 World of Outlaw wins and all the wins you have had in your career. When it comes to Knoxville Nationals, now I know you've said this before, maybe now that you're such an old guy that this thought will change, but I'm guessing it won't. would you rather win, and I asked you this before, would you rather win a World of Outlaws show here at River City Speedway, or would you rather win the Knoxville Nationals?
It's a no-brainer. I'd much rather win the River City Speedway hometown show. The crowd here is absolutely
came close.
We came very close a couple times, but the crowd here is absolutely amazing. They are so sprint car oriented around this area. And just the electricity that forms in there.
There's a big support.
This is the reason why a sprint car race is just the electricity, the feeling you get, especially when you get a good run going like with the Outlaws, and you can hear that crowd over. I mean, it is electric up here. So.
And I'm guessing I don't get to go to the pits much anymore after the races because I have dogs and I like to get home, and but. That one, you win that one, I'll stay there till daylight.
Pretty sure everybody
If you
will.
guys are there, I'll be there till daylight.
The crew was talking about it. If we actually can pull this off, I don't think we're going to make Fargo the next day.
Jared Lund, to be nice meeting you, Wes. Next time, the pepper will be my treat. Mark Bell, hello, everyone. But Beaver Dam, Wisconsin, 2024. Who's in? Wes, LOL. Liebrick, Andy Hilleberg, also from Broken Arrow. Daryl Oakley, we got guys from Canada watching. See you tomorrow. Be around 1 o'clock. Craig, good luck tomorrow night, Mark, and Rob watching from Menestra, Minnesota. Rob Cahill. How about that, man? We got guys from all over.
Rob's a good guy.
Yeah, Rob's a nice guy. Does a lot with the nostalgic sprint cars. And midgets and stuff. Yeah, he's a good guy.
This last winter, you got burned pretty good. You spent quite a bit of time in a burn unit in a couple of different hospitals. You survived the broken back.
We've been through a little bit.
What do you have to do to your wife to let you keep racing?
I have the best wife around by far. She's still very supportive. She's definitely thought about it a little bit more over the last couple of years, but she's still supportive. Helps me out. She was an absolute rock star out in Knoxville, working the T-shirt trailer right next to Wes all week long. And
Jackie Moon.
Yeah.
I always say that to her when I see her. I don't know if she gets the reference or not, but
okay.
No, go ahead.
Well, I actually took Mark and his boys out fishing the other day, and we brought it up. I said, you know what? Let's me and you take the wives out next week. And calls his wife up. She goes, nah. No. You take the kids again. I'll go out with John's wife, and we'll drink beer. You guys can go fishing. So we might be doing that. Tim Schwantz wants to know if you have made the kegs yet. It's close to Dobby's shop in the Drum. Do you know what the kegs is?
I've seen it, but I have not made it yet. No, I have not. That's on, it's on the list.
Yeah, they got the world's best sloppy joes, and their sloppy joes are pretty.
Yeah, that's a cool looking place. I'd asked Keith about it the other day when we went by. Wasn't sure what they had there or when they're open, but that's the thing. That's what's fun about coming back. You can add some new things, and I did. This time around, I've added some new places I hadn't been to.
And the thing is, too, with you and now the following you've got, you don't have to just pick up a phone book, which are obsolete nowadays, and try to find a place because you've probably got 50 people in your ear every stop you make and go, oh, you got to go try this. Oh, you got to go try that.
And, I want them people to know that I do write that stuff down. I have to because I'll forget. But I do write it down, and there's hopes that sometimes we can check out some of these places they recommend.
Sure.
Well, I mean, I don't know where Big Herm would recommend here in Grand Forks. Where should I go?
What's your favorite place to eat?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
Do you like kegs?
I don't even know what that is.
Okay. Do you wait till you turn 16? You don't know what kegs are. Do you like McDonald's?
No.
Good for you. That's a good answer. Good answer. You like Buffalo Wild Wings?
Yeah.
There.
Oh, sweet.
And I see you're also sporting the Boxcar brand shirt. That's pretty cool. We'll give Jory a round of applause, too. All right. Corner Bar and Climax is close. That's Climax. You can go.
That sounds a little interesting.
That's where the Eglins lived. And that's where they live. Climax, it's a nice little town. It's by Fertile. No.
Oh, I thought the bar was called the Corner Climax or something.
No, the town is called Climax, and they have the Corner Bar in Climax.
Oh, gotcha.
You remember the headlines years ago? Fertile woman dies in Climax or something like that.
I'm just saying, but my wife's from Fertile.
Oh,
there's a town called Fertile?
Oh, yeah. We're in Minnesota, remember? Tom Eglin, more than a feeling. I like that. The burns, have they healed up? Are you still wearing the fancy socks and all that stuff?
I got to wear the fancy socks for another year. Honestly, I'm back to, you could say, 98% mobility, what I had before. I'm kind of back to doing everything I did. I think the biggest thing is I'm not a guy that sits still. I'm always pushing, always going. Yeah. So I was in Arizona for, I think, a week and a half, almost 2 weeks, sitting in there and did the first round of skin grafts and everything. and came back, and I had to sit here for a few days, then go back to Minneapolis and do more skin grafts. But even between that time, I started going into the shop, you know.
Yeah. Well,
like, the doctors were like, you have to go home, you have to do all this, and I'm like, that's just not me. So.
And you know, I would imagine too that there were some pain meds involved, and I know when you're out and about, that means you're starting to wean yourself off. But I would guess Jackie was very happy that you did, because you had told me, boy, you'd get hopped up on the pain pills, and you like to shop. You like to shop when you're all high on pain meds, don't you?
Yeah, it's kind of an interesting time there, you know. And I did have to sit still for a little bit after the second surgery. I had to hang at home for I don't know, it was 3-4 days, something like that. But yeah. As soon as I could get going, I ended up. That's how Jackson got a wing cart this year. We were planning on running them flat carts, and I was sitting there. Of course, you're on your phone flipping through Facebook Marketplace and all this stuff. And Jordan Graham was selling a brand new wing cart. I'm like, I started thinking about it. Next thing you know, I wasn't supposed to, but I jumped in my pickup and drove over there and purchased the wing cart. Yeah,
and then
Amazon was burning up there when I was.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, when we look at Forks Radiator, you got that pretty cool new sign up there for Ricky Bobby in the shop there. That tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, we had a nice little prank going on. So Rick Randerson that works for me, we call him Ricky Bobby ever since the movie Talladega Nights came out. He's been working at the radiator shop for about 16 years. He's the first employee that I actually hired at the radiator shop when I took over. He's great, and so he was. We bought the shop across the street, and he likes working kind of on his own anyway, so it works out perfect. We got 2 stalls over there, but it's a separate shop from the main radiator shop. So it was kind of his shop. I guess we set it all up, and he works out of there. And there's a big awning that used to be a gas station. So there's an awning, and there's 2 metal poles sticking out. So there used to be a big sign up there, and it kind of looked like a sore thumb up there anyway. So he was going on vacation for a week this summer, and when I was sitting in Arizona on these pain pills and getting all these good ideas, I randomly was sitting there thinking, I'm like, you know, top of that building, I should put a NASCAR and paint it like Ricky Bobby's car, you know, like just come up with this random idea, you know, and I get back, and we're going to a concert one night or something, and I was driving down Gateway in the back of a vehicle, and I look, and here Acme Electric was selling 2 old NASCAR simulators out of the Mall of America. I'm like, well, there's my sign. I got to do it. So
and I got to buy it.
Ricky Bobby.
So the next week we took care of it, and I got a hold of Danny Coleman at Acme there, and purchased a NASCAR, and we had all lined up. Rick that's been with me for 16 years was taking a vacation, and he usually doesn't.
Yep.
So he took a family vacation in the middle of summer when we're busy, which is good. I push him to do that type of thing. You need to keep everything going at the same time, even if the shop's busy. And so when he was gone for a week, we had this all planned out. We'd got the NASCAR. Billy with Boss Signs and Graphics did an absolute fabulous job, lettered it all up. We got Ricky Bobby's signatures all over it. And when he was gone for the week, we hung it up on the roof. And just kind of had a big surprise for him when he came back. And Lonnie with Structures helped me out a little bit getting it up there. And Grand Forks Welding put in a little bit too, helping us brace everything up and doing it all the right way. And the city actually was laughing at me when I was calling for permits and everything, but they were all for it. They thought it was great.
And you know, Rick, he's kind of hard to read. You got to know him pretty good. He's a little harder to read. And I'm thinking, when you were telling me about this, I'm thinking, God, I don't know if he's going to like that. He's going to come back and turn it on and walk out. But he thought it was pretty cool.
He thought it was cool. You know, it's so funny. Everyone's just itching because this was a pretty big prank going on, you know, and everyone's just itching for his reaction, what he was going to do. And he comes into work that day, and he drove right by it, didn't see it. You know, came to the other shop, and we made a plan for the day on who was doing what job and whatnot. And he walks out and walked out the door, and all of a sudden he looks up, and he just stops. He stares. And he looks back, he goes, what in the, you know?
Well, I see. You definitely would have said that.
And he was just, I think it took him a whole week before it actually sunk in what all went on while he was gone. So
that's why Marie says, that is why my 4-year-old son has been trying to tell me about one of Mark's jobs. Mark Bell, wow, does Mark have a store for apparel? He's been through a lot and would love a shirt. Yeah, you do. And in fact, if I remember correctly, I was getting messages last week at the race from Lori's Pit Stop Shirt Shack. New apparel now. So if somebody shows up, there's tons of Mark Dobmeier apparel available at the racetrack.
Absolutely. You can get it online at, I think it's markdobmeier.com on our website. You can go to that and order it online. We can ship it out to you. Otherwise, Lori's Shirt Shack at the racetrack, we'll have it down in the beer garden. And also at the trailer, we'll have some as well. And we're a little behind 8 ball on our apparel this year because I
thought they looked pretty good.
Yeah, it just took me forever to get. So I was behind 8 ball. When I got burned, we obviously weren't worried about apparel. We're worried about getting fixed up and tuned up. And And then we were so busy, we were way behind on our work for the car, so we were thrashing, getting the car ready, and just getting organized. So we didn't get apparel ordered early enough to get it on time, but we got it now, and we got a big assortment, all kinds of colors, and a lot of cool stuff out there. So
I usually get one from him in Knoxville. When Jackie Moon's right around the corner, I usually try to get my Mark shirt. I try to support everybody. It's kind of a little hard to buy everybody's shirt when I live in a toter home, but you know, if you ask Linda, I probably have 200 T-shirts.
Oh, wow.
I act like I only have 20, but
yeah. That's why you don't have to do the laundry for 3 weeks.
So my wife, I'm going to start. You go through your T-shirts and start throwing some away, and I always go through and just put them right back again.
Hey, before I forget, you're talking about apparel. You know, I'm working on opening a store myself because I have been selling stuff, and it's going really well. It's just a lot to handle when you live on the road, and I'm talking to some people. They're kind of going in partnership with me, perhaps, and so I'm looking forward to doing all that stuff right now.
Now, you mentioned, Wes, you have all the shirts, because I do too, and I'm going to be honest with you, I don't pay for any of them. They give them to me. All the race car, I've got so much Mark Dobmeier stuff, and I love it, but I don't wear it at the racetrack, because I don't want people to think, you know, that, and I mean, I do like the guy. He's one of my closest friends, but do you wear that stuff at the racetracks, or you strictly got to wear World of Outlaws apparel?
Well, when it's work time, I obviously going to wear what we sell. That's what they'd like me to do.
Yep.
I mean, I love all the drivers, so I do support them all. But when I'm out in my personal life, I'll wear somebody different. But you're 9 times out of 10, you're going to catch me in a Quicksilver shirt or something like that. I'm not a real racy shirt kind of guy. They're just, sometimes they have a lot on them. And you know what I mean?
Like simple shirts.
Yeah, I do. I like soft and simple.
Yeah, I'm a T-shirt. I'm a T-shirt or a hoodie, sweatshirt kind of guy. But Camber, I know you got your boxcar shirt on. Do you have a lot of race car driver shirts?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's your favorite to wear? Not Mark, huh? No, that's okay. That's okay. Who's your favorite?
Rico.
Rico.
I'm a Rico fan.
Yeah,
I am too. I'm a big
How
Rico
can you
Avery
not
fan.
be a Rico fan?
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Do you have any of his shirts now?
Yeah.
Oh, you do? Okay. All right. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. So you guys are heading west after tomorrow. No, you go to Fargo.
Fargo yet and Saturday, yeah, and then we're out of here.
Okay, so how much longer is your schedule?
Well, we're definitely past halfway, obviously. I feel once we're done in Washington and California, it's winding down. Then then you got Eldora, Sharon, Pennsylvania, and then that's pretty much coming to the end because then you kick down, do the deal with Devil's Bowl and Lakeside. It's coming to an end, but I mean it's a long season, obviously for us. I already hear people about their tracks are already done for the year.
Yeah, a lot of them are wrapping up.
We got 2.5 more months of racing, really.
Yeah.
So, I'm fortunate enough I get to see racing almost year round.
Sure.
And if I stay at the track down in Volusia again this winter, I actually get to be an official, safety official there and see racing, and so race. I love it as long as I keep watching racing.
Have you ever figured out how many miles you put on in a year?
Well, I imagine this year will be about 40 to 45,000.
Okay.
I'm guessing. I think that's probably what it was last year in that range, 35 to 45, somewhere in there.
You still travel with a kitty?
Oh yeah, I still have Smokey Bones. Smokey Bones is 13, so he's been with me for a long time. And a couple of years ago, I had to put Patch Monkey down, and she was 21 years old.
Yeah,
so
I have a cat that's 22 right now.
Yeah, she's a calico, so they live pretty long. And 2 winters ago, I found my next cat, or she found me, at Volusia Speedway Park. Yeah. And that's Miss Marbles, and she's been a lot of fun. She's definitely got a personality like no other. And, Smoke's slowing down, obviously, but she is not. And she's a lot of fun. So, yeah, we got 2 cats travel with me down the road, and they're really good pets.
Yeah. I mean, you have a lot of alone time, obviously.
Yeah.
And
well, I don't know about that.
Well,
I mean,
you know what I mean.
All these people we meet and the friends we make, they keep me pretty busy, and that's great, I mean, I'm getting to enjoy life for sure. And I won't forget any of it,
Yeah. Do you guys have good TV in your haulers?
Yeah, I do. I have my own internet through AT&T. I forget what they call it. It's like a MiFi, but it's a little bit more powerful, I guess you could say, which is attached to my phone bill. So, I have a smart TV, so I have, all those channels that you can get. Dirt Vision's on there, Obviously, Linda's.
Well, yeah.
I got her Netflix account.
Sure.
Disney Channel. And
Are you a TV guy? I mean, when it's at night, say it's one of those nights you're back in the holler at 9 o'clock at night and with nothing to do. Are you going to sit down and watch a movie? You're going to watch sports? You're going to watch racing?
It's very rare that I do watch TV, but it's always movies. I haven't watched normal TV, and I don't even know what kind of shows are on anymore, to be honest with you. I'm a movie guy.
Yep.
And usually when I lay down and say, my day's over, I'm going to watch a movie, that's about 3 minutes of it.
You're done. Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm out. I wake up the next day, my TV's on.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I have to stand up to watch a half-hour sitcom. Otherwise, I'll fall asleep.
But I'm the kind of guy, like, I have my favorite movie series. Like, I'm a big Guardian of the Galaxy fan.
Oh, love them.
Pirates of the Caribbean. So I watch these movies probably 100 times. I don't know why, but I just watch them over and over.
If you ever listen to my soundtrack that I have at River Cities Speedway, the music I play, I'm working on getting all of the Guardians of the Galaxy tunes on there from all three of them. But I'm getting there. I am slowly getting there.
Cool.
You watch a lot of TV? Mm-hmm. What's your favorite show? Do you have one?
Probably Minions.
Oh yeah, I like that. That's a great show. I love that show. Do you have a favorite regular show, or do you just like movies?
Movies.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, right on. You don't like? Have you ever watched Guardians of the Galaxy? Mm-hmm. They're good movies. I like them. I am Groot.
I got a good movie clip for you with Tornado again.
Oh boy.
So just this last, I think it was Sunday night, we got home from the lake, and they had a little downtime finally. So I was like, well, let's watch a movie or something. So we got the whole family together, and Ty is all into robots. Robots is his thing, right? So I tried to get him to watch Short Circuit probably like 2 years ago.
He must have said Short Circuit 100 times in the boat the other day.
Yeah. And then he, they didn't get into it that night, whatever. So then I tried it again on Sunday, and them kids were glued to the TV. And just hilarious. It was a good family fun night.
That's a good old movie.
Now the kids have been running around, hey, Laser Lips, your mother was a snowblower.
Yeah, he said something to me about while I was peeing off the side of the boat about Short Circuit.
No, it was the clip of nice software.
That's what it was. Nice software.
That's great.
Yeah, I never realized how many adult little punchlines are in that movie.
Sure.
I hadn't seen it since I was a kid again, so it was funny.
So I just got this text from Wade Nygaard. XCCC''Z 8NNN MMMX XXZZ. Then, sorry, phone was in pocket while trimming bush. Carry on.
Well, at least he's working. Last time I saw him, he's driving around on his Harley, not working so hard. So that's good to hear, Wade.
Yeah, and that's the truth. The last time I saw him, I think it was last week, he was heading into the pits on his Harley, and I was walking out or driving out in the golf cart. But I miss the guy. I miss seeing him every week at the track and getting to go into the holler and getting my bush latte from him. But
his wife's a lot of fun. She was at Jackson Motorplex all weekend with Keith and Ann.
Yep.
And brought her son with. He's a good kid.
He's a great kid. Yeah. Yep. Did you happen to see last year when we had these lightning sprint guys on from the West Coast?
Oh yeah, no, the Sally O'Malley thing. Yeah.
Oh my God, that was probably the most epic one.
I was supposed to ask you if you know who Sally O'Malley is, and I said I already seen the clip. Yeah. It's gotten out there.
Got my camel toe stuck.
Yeah, let me fix my camel toe. We were wondering if she was going to show up this year, and she never did. But I'll make sure for next year. Holy Wade, Jeff Liebrick, Mark Bell. Harley time is therapy. It is. Is there something on your map now? Maybe I've asked you this before. Is when you look at it on the schedule, I'm sure there's probably more than one. There's probably 5, 6, 7, 8 of them that you go, man, I can't wait for that date.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. This is definitely one of them. Mm-hmm. Again, just because of good friends and good times. But, you always look forward to Knoxville.
Sure.
You always look forward to getting the hell out of there, too, when it's over, because it'll wear you out.
Weeping?
Well, it'll wear you out. That's just because I think there, for me, in my world anyway, people that go to Knoxville are diehard fans. We see them everywhere. These are people you see all the time. Mm-hmm. These are people that are really big supporters of what we do. And a lot of them follow the page. So that's a lot of people to have to catch up with, have a beer with, or at least take time out for. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm mentally wore out when I leave that place. To be honest with you, this year I didn't even hardly go to Dingus. I usually go early in the week, but I just didn't do what I normally do. Work was a little different this year. It was a little busier. I feel like the Knoxville Nationals are a little more, a little busier this year. I feel like there's a little more going on. Again, I mean, you hear people say it, but sprint car racing's in a good place right now, and I hope we can keep that momentum going, But we had, it's been a lot of fun the last 2 weeks. But I was glad to get here just for a little rest.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, nothing's as big as Knoxville.
Right,
And,
right.
So you look forward to those little ones sometimes.
Yeah. And you mentioned, Wes, getting rest. Anybody that follows you knows you don't sleep all day.
No,
You're usually up pretty damn early. And,
For the most part.
And like on a typical Friday night, throwing out World of Outlaw night, but on a typical Friday night, I mean, if I was to go down to the pits and do, because you're open, later than like ours would be here, our shirt shack, but you must not get a lot of sleep. I'm wiped out by the end of the night, but then I'm screaming and hollering all night. But, and I know you don't sleep in. What do you think you average, like Knoxville? Do you think you get 4 hours of sleep a night? Maybe 5, if you're lucky?
I mean, I think I did this year around, but, and Linda was in town, so that was a lot.
Sure.
It was a lot nicer to have somebody else to, okay, I'm going to spend some time with her and not 50 people every night.
Not Chewy?
Well, I'm always with Chewy, but Chewy's was busy as well. So his girlfriend was there, and we kind of did different things this year. But I guess on an average, though, you're probably right. We're probably 4 to 5 hours normally.
Is there a day where all of a sudden you just go, I'm not going to do it, and you sleep till 9, 10, 11, noon?
There's been a lot more than this year than ever. Yeah.
Okay.
That's just age, man. I think
Exactly. You just, when you're that damn tired, you got to finally you get to the age where you got to go, okay, body, I'll listen to you this time.
Yeah,
And
it's hard to listen to.
It is. It's very hard. Bobby Dusso says, read this week's NOSA magazine and find out more about DieGuard. All right. Paul Erickson, Tony Stewart, and Eldora Million definitely helped sprint car racing this year. That was huge, wasn't it?
Yeah. And I don't know if we'll ever see that again, in our time anyway, but hopefully. That's just one of them things they did, and it was, big. Mm-hmm. It was big.
So do you think you'll ever go full-time World of Outlaws? Is that what you'd like to do? Mm-hmm. Did she want to do that too? Would you guys race as a team?
Yeah.
Can you stand each other long enough to do that?
No.
No.
They're both shaking their head no. Even Mom was. Get Kaylee to say something with an O in it.
With an O?
Yes.
No.
Her O's make me crazy.
O?
Yeah.
Do you have like an accented O or
Oh,
what?
yes, she does.
Oh. You going to come and say it or not? No. She's saying no, I'm not going to.
She's always my favorite. She's got the North Dakota thing going.
Oh, boy, what happened here? Okay. So you're leaving for Fargo, and then you head west. You come back. You get a little bit of time off. What is this, 7, 8 months? 9 months? How long does the World of Outlaws schedule go?
Oh, I'd say more closer to 10 anymore.
Wow.
That you're actually working until I get back down to Florida anyway. It's about 10 months too off. Yeah. The funny thing about coming back when we come back from out west, how, like here it's still warm, it's still warm out. It's 80, 90 degrees. You get some cool nights, but leaves are still in the trees. When we come back from the West Coast, it looks like a whole different world over here.
Oh, yeah.
It's
I
fall.
bet.
It's fall, and it's kind of it's crazy. You see the season change like we do, but we're definitely in different climates and demographics all the time. It's fun, man.
Mark, we had talked the other day about burnout and things like that, and we mentioned usually about this time of the year, depending on, but guys start to get burned out. Could you imagine a 10-month schedule? I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah, it would definitely be tough. I mean, our situation's a little different because we have full-time jobs on top
Sure,
of it.
yeah,
So,
right.
Like if we didn't have that, it'd be a whole different situation for
The
us.
budget
But-
and the way the means.
Right.
Yeah.
But the crew guys that are on the road, I just don't, man.
Yeah.
You think I'm burned out or I get tired or whatever. I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
And then, you watch these guys. I'm used to seeing crew guys. You can pick them out of a crowd and go, that's a crew guy. You watch these World of Outlaw guys, it's like they all got clean shirts and clean shorts and clean socks. How do they stay so damn clean?
Well, at least they start the night off like
Well,
that.
yeah, that's true. That's true. But boy, that is a lot of work. And when you talk to these guys, you give them credit because, everybody just sees, all we see are Friday nights, Saturday nights. We don't get to see what you guys do, what these race car drivers and their pit guys do. But, it's almost the same for you because your typical night, you got a lot of crap to get ready to do and a lot of things to do. And then you got to pack it all up. And now, like, tomorrow night, I'm imagining you'll hit the road when the races are done.
Typically, when we have those overnighters, we like to just head out and be where we got to be. And there's a lot of reasons behind that. We probably touched on that before, but I do it just because I'm already up. I'm already wound up.
Right.
And this next overnighter ain't that far. We 70 miles.
Yeah,
to
70
Fargo.
miles. All interstate.
You know, you don't have to deal with traffic. It might be a little cooler out to drive. You know what I mean? And also, there's that thing today where, like, if you do have a problem with your truck, a blowout or something like that, you got time to get it fixed.
Sure.
If we stick around here, like, it's shitty beer night tonight at Speedway. So things could go good or they could go bad.
Okay.
That could depend on if we leave tonight or Friday night or we leave till, you know what I mean? That has a lot to do with it, but we got to play factor into that. But, I like to get there and know I'm there. And then if I have any kind of problems, I got more time to solve it.
Exactly.
Because, he knows. Just getting down the road, these service guys on the road anymore today, it's hard to get them.
Oh, yeah.
And things take longer because there's less employees.
All the repair shops are booked up.
Yeah.
It's tough to even get in.
And parts. So, I had a trailer leg go bad, and that's stuff that happens. They're hydraulic, and the pump that's on there, I seen the date of it. It was made in 2007. That's
Okay.
old. That's the original one in the trailer. So it did its job. We just need a new one. But the guys over here at Butler and Grand Forks said they could get one, but I'd already be gone. So obviously we had to ship it out towards Skagit, and Tom Devitt, our fleet manager, he's coming out, so he'll put that on. But it's hard to get parts. You guys know I ran into those problems last year with my exhaust.
Yep.
Parts were a thing, but a lot of the problem was too is lack of experience. The first two shops I went to didn't really diagnose it properly and fix it properly.
Sure.
And it took till I got to the third shop in New Stanton, Pennsylvania, and those guys knew what they were doing. But I sat there for probably 8-9 days waiting on parts. So, it's scary when you got to be somewhere.
I would imagine, though, when you show up, say, like you show up at Butler and you show up in that rig.
Oh, it was crazy.
It's like,
they all
oh
came
my
out.
gosh, it's as big as Reba McEntire coming to town. Jeepers.
And I don't ever think about that because I always forget what I'm driving.
Sure,
you kind of forget that. You know what I mean? It's just like his rig going down. You're going to look at it.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
I do. I still do. But I forget that I'm driving that. And I wonder when these people come up alongside of me in the passing lane and they won't go. And I want to get over it because I'm coming up on traffic and they go by you really slow, and I'm like, son of a bitch, let's go.
Yeah.
And there they are filming,
Oh, yeah.
It's like, okay, I forgot what I was in, so.
On our trailer, you can pretty much watch in the mirror when somebody comes up, they come up behind you, then they see that chicken. Well, then you can see the phones come up, everyone gets a picture, and then they keep going.
Well, I remember it was a couple years back. I was coming back from Fargo, and there was it a Special Olympics truck parade type thing going down the interstate? It was coming from Fargo heading north, and I'm looking and I'm going, wow, look at this. That's pretty cool. Well, crap, there's Buffalo Wild Wings semi. and you know what? You might have even been in the hospital at that time. If I can't
I wasn't
remember.
there. I think I was hurt at the time, but yeah, they're having a benefit fundraiser stuff. So it's kind of a truck parade. So
yeah, that's cool.
Somebody hooked onto our trailer or something and ran it through there. So
Yeah. Can I read that text or not? Huh? She's over here texting me from across the studio. The only other time in life when Camber has been this quiet and idle was when she was in the womb. Anyone that knows her knows she's always on the move. How many people have seen the moon coming from?
She's giving mom side eye.
There we go. We got you on there. How many people have seen the moon coming from Mark's truck on the interstate?
Everybody.
I have seen it. I have seen it from the truck. The very first moon shot I saw, though, was either your Suburban or whatever it was back in the day. Again, that was the night after he stole the trophy from me. We were downtown, and we got pretty full. Oh. And we were leaving.
Pretty full.
And I mean, we're right downtown on Demers and I think 5th at the stoplights. And we're getting ready to go. All of a sudden, I hear this honk, 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 honk. And I look over and going right across, heading right towards the police station is Mark's you-know-what sticking out the window.
Hanging out, too. Not just up in the
So
window.
I don't know if he was doing that and driving or if he had his co-pilot Jackie driving, but thing is, my wife liked it.
Yeah. You always gotta have fun when you're going up and down the road.
Yeah.
And like when you're traveling, you're running another racer down the road. You always
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
do something, or we'll play all kinds of games. We'll sort of like throw wet paper towels out at them, and
Yeah.
splash them on their windshield.
I told my wife, I'm like,
something.
great, you want me to start doing that? She goes, nah, you're okay. Billy Schletter, hello, everybody. Give you a quick chance. Guys that are helping you out, sponsors, all that kind of stuff.
I got a great crew, or a great list of sponsors behind us, starting with Buffalo Wild Wings, of course, and we'll be there tomorrow again, just to remind everybody, from 11 to 1. And kind of a meet and greet. Come out and see me, and I might have some free wing coupons for you or something.
Oh, shit.
I know we got some free beer coupons and kids meals for sure. So swing on out and we'll do a little meet and greet there. But Buffalo Wild Wings, Dulster Motors, GLB Transport, Kilo Trucking, Works Radiator, Lunster Motorsports, Boss Signs and Graphics. He's been doing a great job for me for years and always keeping us lettered up and taking care of everything. Helps me out with the go-karts.
Yeah, he helps you in the everything.
Absolutely helps on the crew, and so does his wife. And
congrats to them, by the
yes,
Yep.
they just had a baby.
Had number 2. Yeah, how about that?
Hockey team getting bigger.
There you go.
Yeah, but I got a great group of sponsors to help us out all the time, to get us on the road and get us racing all every weekend, and then also my hardworking crew behind me, especially Wyatt, Ethan, Billy, Aaron, Travis, Steve, and our wives, of course, Terry and Jackie, and everybody that helps out. It's a great team effort. We're not a team that's paid or anything. It's all volunteer and family and friends. So it's takes a lot to put this many races on every year. And
Crews are so important.
Oh,
important.
And it's such a commitment. It's such a time commitment.
Oh, it is.
That's what people don't realize. It's every night during the week you're working on something, and you're doing it just to get ready for the weekend to be gone all weekend. And it's we got
and these guys all have jobs too.
Absolutely. So
Now, I would love to get Wyatt to come in here with you one time.
Quiet Wyatt.
So sitting here thinking, could you imagine if it was like me, you, Wyatt, and her? It'd be who's going to fight who for saying the least amount of words.
Yep.
But
Wyatt is probably the backbone of the team right now too.
Yeah,
he puts in any time. He just puts in time. He knows what needs to get done, and he takes care of a lot of stuff. And,
and this was a guy that was a drummer in a rock band, a rock band called Dingus, by the way. Camera got to shop to her at Lunster Motorsports 2 winters ago. She's the only one that would still sit in TK's car.
Lunster's got a cool shop. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
he's always
He's got a great setup.
he definitely he always mentions, hey, you can stay here if you want to for a couple days. But I like coming to Grand Forks, so I don't. But yeah, he's quite the guy. I like him a lot.
Yeah, he helps out a lot of teams.
Yeah,
that are
he
rolling
does.
through.
Yeah, he does.
He's got a perfect setup for large shops. You
Yeah.
can fit a lot of trucks and trailers out there, and you can work in air conditioning and pressure washer. Everything's all set up for you there. It's a perfect setup.
Somebody's asking you a question. I don't know if you can answer it or not. Mark, is TK racing Friday and Saturday?
As of now, yes, TK will
I
be
thought
up
he was
here.
still here. Yeah.
They got the car ready. He's just trying to make sure his.
Am I thinking of the right TK?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tim
Okay.
Tim Cadian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just because he got a bell rung at.
He
Motorplex,
took
yeah.
an absolute nasty
It was
ride at the
ugly.
Jackson
Okay.
Nationals. And
See,
he-
to be honest with you, that's not who I was thinking of. Okay. North. Anyway.
okay.
All right. Okay. Now, TK, that makes sense. Jeez. Okay.
Yeah, but they got the car all fixed up, and I think he's just making sure he's ready to go. As of now, they're
Sure.
planning on going. I would bet money that you're going to see him here Friday night. So
Especially River City. He's a good one for this place.
Sure.
he's a great bull ring runner.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
he's crazy.
He's elbows up. He's on it.
Yep. Now with you, we let him thank sponsors and people that help out. Are you a one-man show? Because a lot of times we walk by, you're not the only one in that trailer. But
no,
who helps you with this long journey of yours every year?
I mean, there's a lot of people actually that put effort into it. I mean, you know who Katie is. Katie from Grand Forks. Katie Stoss helps me with my page. And I also have a gentleman named Darren Isaacson who's doing stuff with me now. So without those two, that stuff don't look as good as it does. And it's growing. And I think it's a lot because of them. It's not just because of me. Chewy helps me out as much as he can. Linda does when she's out. There's a lot of people. I mean, Anastasia that works with me in the trailer. I get to watch a lot more racing than I used to because of her. So, and I get to do videos as well because she'll take good care of the trailer when I walk away and try to do some things. And so a lot of people help me, whether they try to or not. There's a lot of people that, I guess that's my crew.
Yeah.
And I got sponsors.
Name them. There's your chance, man.
Moose's
Show some love.
Moose's LZ Bar and Grill.
Oh, yeah.
Design metal art. The National Sprint Car Hall of Fame and Museum. Getting involved with me on a video project here in the near future.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that to help them out. That's our Shangri-La, that's where everything is, for sprint cars. You want to know something, you find out there. But so love those people. We've got some good people coming and some people getting involved in some stuff. I got some cool stuff coming up. I mean, people always hear me say I'm going to turn up the notch, and I'm going to keep doing that as time allows. And I got some cool stuff in the works, and this could be bigger than it's been, and I'm looking forward to it with a launch of apparel and everything. So, with a store and the whole 9 yards. So, more or less turning it into a show.
Yeah.
A TV show, I guess you could say in a sense, and an actual business. So
It'd be like reality TV pretty soon.
yeah, and I brought you a stress ball because I know you're going to need it after Friday night. Friday night, it has my little logo on it.
That is cool. Thank you.
Yeah. All that
It's
stuff,
really cool.
Design Metal Art over there in Knoxville, Iowa. He's off the backstretch there. He makes a lot of stuff for me, poker chips, things like that. And good little, definitely, he does all his business through Facebook. And you guys should check it out if you need.
How did you come up with the logo? Because I think that logo is so cool. I mean, it's kind of obvious. It kind of looks like you, but it doesn't.
Well, I found some stuff, different stuff, and I kind of threw in like maybe 5 or 6 different images, and I threw them at my buddy Kevin Cogner of KC Graphics, and that's what he came up with. So he's the man behind that. So KC Graphics is a big part of what I do as well. So,
By the way, you do have an invite if you want to come and watch a little bit of racing in the infield. Nick Curtis said he would hook you up. Paul Coyle, what's new nickname could be? The Mohawk Outlaw. The Mohawk Outlaw.
well, I think I wear this because I can't do my hair any other way, to be honest with you. And the funny thing about that, like when I was wearing a mohawk, I don't know why the mohawk came on the skull. Kevin kind of put that together. I wasn't thinking about it after we said, oh, yeah, we like that one. That's it. And I'm like, God darn it. Now I got to wear a mohawk for the rest of my life, because that's kind of what it is.
So how long have you been a Mohawk guy?
I think I've had this for a pretty long time. I couldn't even tell you.
Yeah.
My hair was always kind of on the spiky side.
Okay, yeah.
Back in the day, but
Were you like a mullet guy?
I never really had one of them.
Okay.
I think I tried it one time with the
Yeah.
mohawk. It was
Okay.
a faux mullet.
Oh.
It was interesting,
It was like a mohawk.
yeah, it was. I don't know what it was, but
That's funny because me growing up, there was no such word as mullet. It was
Yeah, that's
Canadian.
that was
we
your
called
hair.
it Canadian. We were all hockey players. We wanted that hair flowing out the back of the hockey helmet. And I sported a mullet from hell. You wouldn't believe it. My hair used to be down to about here. A lot of business in the back there. Then one day I decided I got sick and tired of long hair and it grows like a weed, so I started getting a flat top hiney. And now I'm like you. I go to barbers. Where I go, I don't think they have a scissors in there. All you hear are the clippers going, and I like it. Now what are you digging out?
I'm going to give you a poker chip too.
Oh, jeepers. This is just a day of gifts. Thank you, man. How about that? Oh, those are cool.
Thanks.
That's a good look charm there, Big Herm.
So you got one race left, right?
Black, red, or blue?
All black.
And that's for the John
Once you
Sites?
go black.
Yeah.
That Sunday? You going to win then? Yeah? Who are the guys you race against? Do you know some of the people you race against?
Blaine Barnes,
Oh,
Jackson Dobmeier, Owen Broden, and
you race against some tough race car drivers, don't you?
Yeah, she's definitely in a tough class. I think there's some nights where I actually have 2 heat races. There's enough carts.
Really?
Where I gotta have 2
She
heat
say
races.
your
and break
boys,
them
your
up.
boys in that class?
Oh yeah.
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 Yeah. Is it harder for a girl to race, or are you just as good as those guys?
harder.
Yeah? You think you could beat them up? Yeah, all right. That's all that matters.
She's a good driver. She gets in there. She don't give them no room.
Yep, yep.
She'll bump a grind with them, won't you?
Were you afraid or scared when you first started, or you thought this is no big deal?
No big deal.
No big deal. Just go. Yep. Boy, that'd be cool. I'd love to be able to see you one day when we have him on the show. You can come in with him. You'll be with the World of Outlaws. How freaking cool would that be?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
You think I'll still be around?
I don't know. I don't know if I'll still be around. Dobmeier probably be the only one it is.
You're right. He never gets
All
old.
these old jokes today. I tell
Guy's
you
not
what.
he never ages. He's like immortal or something.
Let's see.
I heard there's a place coming in town here with the go-karts real soon. It's going to open
Yes,
up.
he should be done. He got the carts in, I believe, last week, and it's like a double-decker.
Yeah.
This track is going to be
It sounds,
amazing.
Yeah.
sounds good, man. Keith was telling me about it a little bit, and I thought to myself, well, you know, I wanted to do something at the Broken Drum this year, this August. We talked about it before. I was going to try and put something together, and we almost had Rico coming, but Rico decided that they wanted to get a head start on the Western Swing, and they headed home to get, they got to maintenance cars
Sure.
and build cars, and I get it.
That go-kart track coming up here, though, I went and
Yeah.
saw it. Actually,
I heard
when I
it's
got
gonna be
back, I was on
badass.
crutches, but
Yeah.
I knew it was getting closer and closer. So
So
kind of one of them
maybe-
days when I was like buying wing carts and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I randomly drove over there
Yeah,
just
right.
to check it out.
You
And,
said it's
Oh,
nothing.
Jackie
Check.
says they're starting tomorrow.
oh, really?
I know it's going to be soon.
Yeah.
And it's too bad it couldn't have been a little sooner, but perhaps a Living Like Outlaws meet and greet at that place next year. That'd be pretty.
That would be awesome. But this track it has lights all the way around it, and the lights you can change colors and everything. And it's 2 levels. It is like top notch, state of the art. absolute best
And-
you can
and
get
you know,
out there.
I'm not
I
one of
can't
those-
wait to see it. It's huge.
I'm not one of those electric guys, but you got to have electric carts when it's inside, but they're way faster. I mean, those things are going to be fast.
They have come a long ways.
What's this? I forget what Keith said this joint's called. What's that place called?
Northern Air.
Northern Air.
Yep.
Okay.
Somebody just said the guy behind Wes looks real happy.
Why? What's he doing?
He's One of these days, we got to get him to sit up at the table with us.
Yeah.
I don't think he ever will. Anyway. All right. Do we miss anything? I know you got to get to work. I know you guys got a busy schedule.
Yeah,
I know I got to go pay for some beers.
We got to do stinky laundry.
You got to do stinky laundry.
Well,
with your-
you know, we were just talking about that. Like, it's planning things out when you head out west is like, I had to make sure everything's good with this truck, get a haircut, but doing laundry, because I'm going to tell you something. When we leave here from Fargo, we're going to be on the road, park, sleep, probably get a couple beers, whatever, sleep, get up and drive again. You're not doing laundry. Then we're going to get up to Skagit Speedway, where we ain't really near anything. And we're going to get up there, and we're not going to have a lot of time. We have like a day to ourselves.
Yep.
You're not going to be doing laundry.
No.
So, in other words, we're not going to be doing laundry probably till we hit Chico, California. So
on these long drives, just drive naked?
yes, you have to
there you
sometimes.
go.
Well, just to air out, you
with
know what I mean?
cloth seats.
Yeah, just to air out. Well, mine are all that fake
Getting a
leather.
bad visual right now.
Fake leather. I stick to that son of a bitch.
The
But
naga hide. Yeah, you
yeah.
got to peel yourself off. This is funny.
Hanging out the window.
What's that?
There'll be something hanging out the window.
Something hanging out the
Won't be the
window.
moon.
Billy says, are they adding on to the jail by the racetrack? Yes, they are, much to a lot of us not liking it. Just raced at Northern Air last night. Was a blast and fast.
Oh.
Cody, how did you get to do that already? I
Must
believe
be
they are.
open.
Maybe they are open. Well, cool. We'll have to go do that one time.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Okay, when I got to admit this, when you said shitty beer night at the Speedway, what did I do? I called the head of concessions. Is there something going on at the racetrack tonight? God, I'm dumb. Talking about the Speedway Bar and Grill, and this is funny because back in my radio days, I was there doing a live remote for a shitty beer night, and I was dumbfounded. I was aghast. Busch Light was on their shitty beer list. I didn't know what to do.
I think they have like 4 or 5. I'm not sure what it is. I think it's Pabst, one of them.
Yeah,
Hams is one of them.
Hams.
Pabst
What
Blue
the-
Ribbon, yeah.
Hams. kind of remember my
faces
grandfather.
My
drinking
grandpa
that.
used to drink
Yeah,
that.
mine too.
Oh, yeah, Hams, PBR. I still know a guy, Jay Lonsky, PBR me ASAP. But, you know, back in my day, I grew up right across from the distributor in Thief River. So I grew up on Schmidt, Old Mill, Hams, what's the one? Primo, Grain Belt. Grain Belt Premium. They're not that bad, but
I went and toured that brewery. It's down in New Ulm, Minnesota.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
yeah, it's you know what? I've always said it could be goat pee as long as it's cold and I catch a jag, I'll probably drink it.
You know, and this is just me plugging some of these places you got, some of these
Sure.
fine establishments you have here in Grand Forks. Now, whether you guys think they are or not, we like to send fans that way. Broken Drum,
Love the
Speedway,
Drum, yep.
you know, like just good places.
And in fact, I think I'm still sitting on about $100 worth of gift cards from the Speedway from back in my radio day too. So maybe I'll join you guys for shitty beer night
yeah, I
tonight.
think they're only like $1 or
Yeah,
something.
$1 a piece, I think.
People walking out there with 5 in their hand and shit. They're
Oh, yeah.
pounders.
Oh, Blatz. Mark Bell says Blatz.
Blatz is one of 'em.
Ooh. You ever have a Blatz?
Never have.
Oh boy, yeah.
Sounds
okay.
like a disease.
I have a Blatz infection.
I might have had a blast back when I was younger. I don't know.
They removed my Blatz. I tell you what, Camber, Big Herm, thank you for coming in. Are you going to the races tomorrow night?
Yeah.
So I'm going to be giving you a shout out, right?
Oh, she's working for me.
Oh, you going to be working in the trailer? Mm-hmm. See, do you even hear when I yell Big Herm's in the house?
Yeah.
You do? Okay.
Well,
Thank you
that's
for
fun.
coming in. We like having you in. Maybe next year we'll get you and your sister on during go-karts. Is that going to, would that be, could you guys be in the same show at the same time?
Yeah.
We'll get somebody in here to be a referee, all
Just
right?
get their mom to say something with an O in it when you have them on. She is so North Dakota, it's not even funny.
You know, I was in Europe
so crazy.
last year for about a month, and I finally just agreed with people who thought I was Canadian.
Everyone thinks they're Canadian.
Yeah.
Yeah. I ran into the same thing in Australia. Everyone thought I
Yeah,
was
where are you
Canadian.
from? Minnesota. Oh, Minnesota. No, I don't say it like that. It's Minnesota. Yeah, Minnesota. No, I don't say it like that. But Wes Irwin, it's always a pleasure having you in, man.
Yeah, man, I love being on your show,
And
brother.
I hope we can keep doing this. Chewy, maybe one time we'll get you to get on here. maybe one time.
He's getting over the Blatts.
Yeah. Maybe soon to be a Minnesota resident over there. I can't wait. That's going to be fun. You talk about wow, you're from up north anyway, right?
Yeah, he's already a guy.
And we will hook up again later today, probably for sure tomorrow. But Mark Dobmeier, man, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
I know how busy you guys are. All I have to do is drive by your shop. And I can tell when that parking lot is full. I know. I mean, what are you booked to right now? Probably the end of September?
No, mid-September.
Mid-September, yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, I might have to come by and see you for a new battery too. So there you go.
Swing on
All right, World of Outlaws tomorrow night, River Cities Speedway. Shitty beer night tonight at at the Speedway Bar and Grill. Tomorrow from 11 to 1, Grand Forks Best Source will be at Buffalo Wild Wings doing live stuff there from 11 to 1. I'll be here with the number 13 JT driver, Mark Dobmeier. Will be hopefully he's going to be giving away some free stuff too. So, boy, we got a great couple of days coming up for you. You guys, we got to give you guys credit. You bring the greatest show on dirt here twice a year, every year. You're a part of this big show. And, boy, you can tell how the people around the Grand Forks area love when you guys are here.
Well, you know what I always tell everybody? Joey, I'm kind of a big deal. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not that big of a deal. I always tell everybody that. Though.
Man, you are. And thank you for the gifts, by the way.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. Wes Irwin, Mark Dobmeier, Camber, Big Herm in the house, along with Chewy. Everybody's here, and thank you guys all for coming in. And we also want to thank Rumors Sports Bar and Casino for bringing you the show. They have been with us on Dirty Thursday forever. Yeah, and thank you for the little delivery that we got there. Again, BT, Scotty, Jake, all the guys over at Rumors Sports Bar and Casino, thank you very much. Head on over there, all right? Minnesota Twins are back on the air tonight. You'll be able to watch the game on one of their 9,000 TVs that they've got in there. Have yourself a great lunch or supper, and then sit down with the world-famous beer tower. It's all there at Rumor Sports Bar and Casino. What am I missing? Oh, hey. Stop the show. I forgot to ask you, who are your sponsors?
Roden Farms, Great Plains, Greenberg Realty, Broken Drum, R&R Dirt and Gravel, Rare Ink, My Dad, and Evil Iron.
Yeah.
There's too many.
Rare Ink. Do you have any tattoos?
No.
Are you going to get one when you're old enough?
Maybe.
As many as him?
No.
No. Okay. Thank you, and I can't believe I didn't ask you your sponsors. Thank you very much. And again, thank you to everybody for coming in today. Thanks to all of our sponsors. We will catch you tomorrow morning. Make sure to get your make sure to get your tickets to the World of Outlaws tomorrow night. And don't forget about the Forks Sports Highway Show at 6:30 tonight. Tell you what, Monty, Bill, that whole crew, they've got the best sports show around, and I guarantee that. Hey, we all know the Grand Cities is an awesome place. Well, Grand Forks Best Source is giving it an identity again.